So yesterday was awful. One, I had multiple fights with my parents. And two, I was accused of being a predator because one motherfucker couldn't fucking go and do research about another person's age. And they thought that I was sexting a fucking minor. And by minor, I mean people who are under the age of 12. Even though the person who I was sexting was, 17. And he acts like he never, accused me of being a predator. And then for some reason, he goes off and says that I'm saying something about how it's legal for a 15-year-old and a 20-year-old to fall in love, even though I never said that. Not once did I ever say that. Which was really confusing. I'm pretty sure he was high or some shit because no fucking way he would believe that. And after he admitted, oh wait, I'm tripping, you actually didn't delete the comments, he then goes off and says that I actually did, even though you already know I didn't. And it was just so confusing. Do you believe yourself or do you not believe yourself? It's like he thinks the first thing that comes into his head and starts believing it instantly. No second thought. The first thought that comes into his head, I'll believe that. Like, why? Why do that? And it just got so awful. He kept calling me a creep, even though, you can ignore me. If I'm doing something with another teenager while I'm a teenager myself, we're both 17, then mind your own business. Sure, you can think it's weird, but you can ignore it. That's how it works. Don't like someone's content? Ignore it. It's just that simple. You don't like how someone talks or talks about things? Then ignore that. You always gotta ignore things you don't like. But if you're over here attacking someone else because you don't like what they do, then clearly you're the problem here, not us. When people criticize you, you ignore that. Because obviously you're gonna be wrong. Because you can't think, oh wait, maybe I'm the one in the wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be going out and forcing what I think onto others. And maybe I shouldn't be insulting them for little things. Like, you asked me what was wrong with me after I told you about Female Tricks playlist. You don't ask that shit randomly, out of nowhere. No one does that. No one ever does that. Like, that's acting like I'm insane for some shit. But then again, this is the person who doesn't think that teenagers can be sexual. Even though it's very common for teenagers to be sexual. It's very common. But somehow, I'm his first experience into that. Seriously, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with that guy. I don't know, was he young or some shit? No one acts like that. Man, yesterday was so stressful. I'm sorry, everyone. I will try to do the Female Tricks Ghost Freak video soon, but really, it was stressful. He didn't listen to anything I said. He pulls out random things from my past to use against me, even though that doesn't make sense. And it just got so insane. It got so stressful. He wouldn't learn anything. He just wanted to feel like he won. Even though really he didn't. He didn't win. All he just said was insult me and then left. And then acts like I was the one who was continuing it. And this isn't me continuing it. This is me venting. because yesterday was stressful. I don't like being accused of being a criminal. Because when I was being accused, he then has the balls to ask, if you're both 17, then how am I accusing you? Because you didn't know that information before I told you. Before I told you, you were just accusing me. And the other person. Like, you don't accuse two people randomly. He goes off and says that we're the weird ones. Even though, like, you can ignore that. If we're weird, then just ignore that. It's very common for teenagers to be sexual with each other. It's very common. And I don't get what that guy's logic was. Like, Ray saw that his logic didn't make sense. Kyle saw that his logic didn't make sense. Everyone saw that his logic didn't make sense. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back after seeing this. Because really, he doesn't like that I'm trying to talk to other people about it. Anyway, I hope I could, like, talk with you guys, and so you all can understand me in my position. Because really, everything's so stressful right now. I don't know why he needed to do all that just because of a comment. I felt very uncomfortable from him from the very beginning because of the way he did things. He copy-pasted the entire, like, conversation I had with another person. Which I don't know why anyone would do that. And really, it's just acting really weird. So, yeah. I'm gonna go, guys. I hope you all can understand me.